to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's K. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught near the sticks. It's McIntosh. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Louisville's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster, and we want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get. Own end, they move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target over the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Down.
Trying play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the
ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Canes have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just keep kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. Touchdown, Canes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with a big reach, a nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC.
And the returner is stopped. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Second down coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
QB runs the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cardinals are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Robbins. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Working the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's K. They're working that left side. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, the running back has it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and more. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Wants to keep it in the air. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge edge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Dropping back, it's K. Throws to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
This time he's got it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They want to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Through the air, it's K. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter.